I'm guessing Ava didn't want to start this podcast today.
Oh! Oh, shit! Hold on. Oh! Ava!
That's how you start a podcast. Oh, that's funny.
Podcast is already started. We're a minute into it.
Can we, like, not?
Go on, Ava. What'd you do? Let me set the scene. So, Presley and Ava were getting Chick-fil-A.
Mm-hmm.
Can we still be friends?
Ava wants to know if you guys can still be friends.
Because of Chick-fil-A?
Well, I guess before she tells the story, she wants to make sure that you guys can still be friends.
Of course we can still be friends.
Swear your mother's life.
On
Swear on your
record,
mother's
on
life.
a podcast. Yeah, sure. I'll swear on my mother, too. I guess.
Okay. Let's hear it. Come on.
Okay. Okay. I don't even think it's racist, but whatever.
Oh, it is.
So
This is a
there
good
was
start.
this,
Let's go.
like, truck behind us, and this Asian man kept staring me down, and I told my mom, I said, this Asian's been trying to have a staring contest with me, but he can't, since he can't have his eyes on me.
Okay.
Anything you want to say to Feast?
What type, or
What?
Type of Asian? You know, the ones from Asia. The ones from Asia, Ava.
Wow.
Usually you say what country.
Well, don't you say what race are you? Isn't that more
Nope.
official?
No, he would be Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Chinese is not a race.
What, he could be American Asian.
Well, yeah, obviously he's
African
Asian American since he lives here,
Mm-hmm.
but that's not a race. Anything you'd like to say?
I'm sorry, but this was like forever ago.
This was like a week ago.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. I don't know how to respond to that, I just...
But Ava, you're good, Ava. Thank you. She goes, I'm not racist. I only make a couple racist jokes a week. Ava.
Surprise, surprise. Might make you a little racist, but that's fine. Who isn't a little bit on the inside, right?
I don't know. She told me that. I laughed and I was like, you got to tell Feast. No! It's like,
It's fine. It's not like you could see the joke or anything, right?
oh my God.
Anyway, that's how we're starting the podcast. But other than that, it's season 3, episode 20. It is June 15th, 2023. And other than that eventful story, how's your week been, Shoe?
It's been wild.
Yeah?
It's been wild. I had a physical for a job. It was a 1.5 mile run and then like some push-ups and sit-ups and then a sprint.
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of stressing because the last time I actually had a run worth a fuck, it was like right after high school.
Yeah.
So I needed to do 1.5 miles in 18 minutes and 17 seconds. Every time I ran it, I would always get like 19 or like high 18s. I was like, fuck, I'm not going to pass it. Did it today, 17:16.
Hell yeah.
Magically, I made up a minute, and then I realized every time I went for a run, it was after I spent 4 hours at the gym. So I was already exhausted before I even started.
All right. That makes sense.
I was like, how the fuck did I find a minute, like damn near 2 minutes? And, yeah, turns out that.
Yeah. That might do it a little bit.
What about you?
Let's see, past what, like 2 weeks it's been? A week or so? Well, I mean, last week I was fucking dying, I guess. I don't know what was going on. I was just super, super sick. Everyone's been telling me that I probably had COVID, but I don't go out enough to, like, I feel like, interact with enough people to have gotten COVID because, I mean, what? Survived, like, almost a little more than 3 years, right? Of like COVID's been going around. So everyone's been telling me, oh, you must have had it or like a variant of it. And I was like, I probably didn't. Because like looking at the list of symptoms and stuff, like I didn't have a sore throat. I didn't have all this stuff. The only like big issue, which was at one point I took my temperature. This was Saturday last week, so the 10th. I took my temperature. It was like, yeah, it was 104.7 or something like that.
Oh my
Legit,
God,
like,
what the fuck?
Then I took my temperature, saw that, and said, oh, that sucks. And I took a nap right afterwards. It was, honestly, one of the best naps I ever had. I do not recommend it. If you have
cooking your brain.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
If you have a temperature over, like, 103, go to the hospital, all right? That's what I did is not what you should do, okay?
Or run to the tub with ice cold water.
Do something. I literally just said, all right, and then went to take a nap. That's what I did that day. So
I did the same thing when I had COVID. I had like a week, like 104 temperature.
Mhm.
Presley goes, "Oh my God, that's all I remember." Apparently, according to Presley, I bundled up like a fucking, like a parka, like blankets over the head. Fell asleep. Woke up, fever broke.
Yeah.
I was like, I think I almost killed myself. Like I felt it took a couple days to come back for that. I don't know about you, but like when I did it, man, it was like 2-3 days where it was just nothing but liquids. It was.
Yeah, I was like, I could not eat anything. I was just always nauseous, but I also always just felt like super full, right? Like I just never felt hungry or anything like that.
Yeah.
I do a very similar thing to what you do, except I pretty much just strip to my boxers and then just full on blanket on the head, pretty much. So yeah, that's exactly how I sleep when I'm sick, is just suffocate yourself, but your body is practically naked, just sweating. So
Fuck out of here.
yeah, that happened. I tried to go to work early, so I went to work on like Tuesday, and I survived about an hour before I could not remember what was happening or anything like that, and then just going home. I just drove home. I don't remember anything that happened at work or even the drive home at all, so don't do that either, I guess. This is pretty much just when you're sick, don't do what Feast does, I guess, because I don't make good decisions. I just went straight back to bed after a quick shower from, dirty warehouse job and whatnot, and then just passed out again. So, and then didn't go to work until like Friday or something like that. So, that's kind of how my week's been. Other than that, just full on, still slightly recovering from it. But yeah, other than that, Diablo IV. That's what we've been doing, right?
Did you that kind of circles back to what I'm about to say. Did you get COVID on purpose to play Diablo?
No, I did not. I could not look at my computer screen while I was sick. Like, it was that bad. Like, if I looked at my phone or like a computer, I get super nauseous. So I was just sleeping and listening to podcasts while I was sick. That is the truth. I would be a lot farther into Diablo 4 if I played it while I was sick, though, right?
That's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
There you go.
That's
There
true.
you go.
Yeah.
You gotta look out for that.
Timing's a little suspect.
It was very suspicious, I will say that. I was like, I totally could be playing Diablo 4. Even my sister asked me if I was playing Diablo 4 while I was sick, and I was like, no, I'm fucking dying. I can't play games right now. It doesn't help that, my computer, I'm guessing yours kind of does this too. It gets really hot, right? Or is it just mine?
I mean, I would imagine if my cooling system didn't work, it would get very hot.
My cooling system doesn't work very well on my computer, I will say. I did put on the fan slightly backwards, so it's pretty much all intake, no output. So I can't,
Yeah.
I have to take
Nice
both
and
the covers.
pressurized.
Yeah. I have to take both the side covers off for it to actually, stay on without it overheating. So room gets 20 degrees hotter in here, and I did not want to deal with that while I was sick. So, yeah, I didn't do that. But, anyway, how's Diablo 4 going for you?
I enjoy it. This is my first excursion with it, and I have to fucking tell you, this is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is so much fun. I see you've been working on just 100%ing every single area and stuff like that, and proud of you for doing that. That takes a lot of fucking work.
I've been having a lot of fun. Hey, everyone's like, "Oh my god, how are you not done with the story?" Be like, I just enjoy it. I don't. If I play a game too much or I play it too fast, burnt. and I will not touch it again. I will never touch that fucking thing again.
Yeah.
So, like Fallout 4, no matter what I do, I cannot get back into Fallout 4. I can't.
Yeah, if I get too burnt out on a game, it takes me like 6 months to a year to even like try to touch it again. So I understand that completely. Do you have a couple of their like first week or their week 1 stats if you want to see some of these?
Yeah. How big of nerds are we?
All right, so hours played, 276 million. This is just first week of Diablo 4. This is as of June 11th, 2023. That's how many hours have been played throughout like all the accounts and stuff like that, right? 2.73 billion monsters killed. And
That seems kind of low.
yeah, it really does, right? And parties created is 166 million. So, you know,
That seems on par.
yeah. My favorite ones are like is the middle row of this cuz it shows like 9 different stats, right? Player deaths. There have been 316 million player deaths as of the
Yeah,
first week alone.
Motherfuckers out here dying all the time. Like, I'll just be wandering around, so-and-so died by such and such. And I'm like,
Yep.
holy shit, like, this is a constant fucking thing.
Yep. Or you'll just be walking around in the overworld and you'll just see one of like the dead people, like the little like ghosts there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those
Yeah.
are always great to look at.
My favorite's when I revive them and they continue to stand still.
Yeah, then you just know they are AFK and they died from like just spawns around them.
Went to go have a smoke break.
That or their mom called them or something like that, right? This is one that's kind of prevalent to recent stuff that happened with the group. Deaths by the butcher. You know what? I'll give you a hint. It's within the millions already. If you want to try to guess.
6 million.
You are like you are 300,000 over. It is 5.7 million people have died to the butcher.
That dude's a cock. That dude is a big fucking cock. Like, big, throbby, veiny monster.
Mm-hmm. He just shows up out of nowhere while you're just doing dungeons and stuff and just tries to murder you. Like, what the fuck? I love it, but what the fuck, dude? Other than that, like, they've got, like, almost 500,000. It's probably over 500,000 now. Players killed in PvP. There are 6,263 level 100 players as of that date, and 163 of them are hardcore players. And do you want to guess what the most popular class is?
Necromancer.
Close. It's Sorcerer.
Why?
I don't know. I thought it would be Rogue, honestly. Just because of the amount of rogues I've seen wandering around and the amount of, like, my friends that have been playing Rogue and stuff like that. I thought that would be most popular, but apparently it's Sorcerer of all classes.
Are you the type of people who looks up a build before you actually, like, play the game?
No, I'll usually, like, once I finish, like, the campaign and stuff like that, I'll, like, look up a build, or, if I'm just trying to fall asleep, like, I'll just put, like, on, like, a build video for, like, the Sorcerer or, like, a Necromancer or something like that, right? I try to stay away from, like, the meta builds and stuff like that, but, I got dropped, like, the gear for the meta build, so I'm just like, alright, sure, whatever, I guess I'll fucking do this now. Which kind of sucks, because Rogue definitely has a problem with just most of its shit sucks except for, like, 2 things, so yeah, that's kind of... What about you?
I don't understand it at all. I'm a fan of, like, play it how you want to play it, and then make another character, and then just go super meta. Who gives a shit?
Mm-hmm. I feel like just from previous Diablo experience, eventually, like, the beginning of the game is always just work with what you got, right? Because you're not going to have, like, legendary gear with, like, special effects and all that whatnot. But once you start getting to, like, later game, like, I think when you make it to, like, the new world tiers and stuff like that, sure. Meta builds all you want. But, like, these first 2 levels, you really don't have to, like, at all. So it doesn't make sense to me. But like when you get to the higher tiers and stuff like that, things get harder and just kind of fucking around with things doesn't really work as well. Just from Diablo experience in the past, so that's when it starts making sense to do the meta stuff. But people are trying to like completely optimize like leveling pathing from like 1 to 50, then 50 to 100 and all that shit. I'm like, that doesn't make sense to me at all. So
No, to me that takes away the fun.
yeah, just fun of experience. Like if you don't experiment, people aren't gonna find new shit, right? And then knowing Blizzard, all of the crap that you like deem meta and super powerful and stuff like that instantly gonna get nerfed because like what? Companies never buff anything, right? They just nerf you. So all that I see from these meta builds is just, hey, this is what needs to be nerfed. Like I see it like from how Blizzard sees it, just we need to nerf this because it's just the only thing that that class is doing right now. So we gotta change that so the people start experimenting again and stuff like that. So it never made sense to me until like later in the game, I guess. But yeah, I mean, you got anything else you want to say about Diablo 4?
I should have been playing this a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it's never too late to give Diablo 3 a shot too. That's still a lot of fun.
No, I'll stick to this. I'll stay here. I'll stay in my lane. But I should have been playing this a long time ago.
Yeah, I think only I wouldn't say recent years. It was like 6-7 years ago when I started playing Diablo 3, but that's pretty recent compared to like how long Diablo's been a thing. I would say, but
yeah,
they are all
just a
lot
bit
of fun. Yeah, just a little bit. That game is like what 1980s or something like that. It's old.
I just want to find the cow portals where you just get your ass kicked by cows.
Every single Diablo game has practically had one. Everybody is looking for it for this one, and I'm no different. I found a bunch of cows recently today, and I just murdered all of them thinking a portal would open up. Yep. So.
It has been McDonald's when I play this thing. It is just cow slaughter after cow slaughter to try to magically get it.
Yeah. Like Diablo games are like always riddled with like certain Easter eggs and stuff like that. So like there was like you would go kill the embodiment of greed. There was a portal to a rainbow land, and then obviously the cow level and stuff like that. So I think everyone's been like just searching for those while just kind of doing their meta builds or whatnot. And I'm here for it. I'm ready to find that cow level as well. Alrighty. You got you want to hear some Utah news?
Yeah, fuck them. Let's hear it.
All right. So apparently Utah tops the nation with the most road rage drivers. This is just a thing that I found. Obviously road rage is 100% avoidable. Do you agree with that?
Yep.
Yeah. So apparently there's been documented just, I guess, in this year, 700 to 800 road rage incidents in Utah alone.
What do you guys get pissed off about? Like,
see, here's the thing.
You cut off my seventh wife.
I mean, probably something like that, to be honest with you. But I've always heard when I was a kid, growing up in this state, is that we have the worst drivers in the U.S. That's what I've always heard. Obviously, every other state, people who live there are going to disagree, right? Like, New York is always going to say they're the worst. California is always going to say they're the worst. The problem with just those two examples alone, is you guys don't fucking move enough because you guys have too many cars. It's not that you have bad drivers, it's just that no one can move around, so you can't really tell. In Utah, there's enough space in between each person where you can easily, like, move around. There was a survey here that just quickly, on this article, it says 1 in 4 Utah drivers, so about, 27%, it says, math doesn't check out there, I gotta say, said they know of someone in their state who was injured due to road rage incidents, right?
What, like got into a fight?
Yeah, either gotten into a fight or gotten into a crash. I, as a person who lives in this state, I don't know anyone who's been attacked by a road rage incident, I gotta say. So I don't know where they're pulling these numbers from, but I can see it. I see a lot of road rage on when I'm driving around. Like just a couple months ago, literally pulling out from the street that connects to like the street that my house is on, just onto like a main road. Road rage incident instantly happened like right next to me at a stop sign. Just two cars pull up, one other person gets out, and then the light turns green, they speed off. I just drive, right? Really interesting stuff, I guess. I don't understand it. I don't understand why everyone has to get angry while they drive. I understand it's a stressful thing. I fucking hate driving, but I mean, what? This happens all the fucking time. There was that one where I don't even know if this was in Utah. Do you remember the road rage incident where that lady literally just pulled out a gun and just started shooting the car?
I don't know where that was, but I do remember that.
Yeah, I mean, road rage is everywhere. I could see as a Utahn or a Utah person. Utahn is
Utahninite.
Yeah. Dumbest thing ever is to call us Utahns. I gotta say, I fucking hate it.
Sounds like really bad croutons.
It really does.
Sounds good.
I can see it as us being like the worst drivers. I don't really like. Yeah, road rage happens, but I don't know if we're the worst. I mean, do you think Florida has a lot of road rage? Comparing Utah to Florida again?
I think it depends where in Florida. I think
definitely not in the old
there's hot
people
spots.
area. I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like in God's waiting room, no.
Mm-hmm.
But like Miami, Jacksonville,
Yeah. Where all the crazies
fucking
live.
yeah, like where the very essence of Florida man resides. I feel like yeah.
Yeah. Just quickly going all over the rest of this article is that they're just saying, play it cool if like you somehow get into a road rage incident. Like if someone's mad at you is what it's trying to say. It's just like, play it cool. Just apparently they just say call 911. So, you know,
Just start snitching.
yeah,
just start snitching.
That'll help you out.
That guy flipped me off. What are they gonna do? What defines road rage? Like if someone like does something that I don't agree with and I call him a fucker, is that road rage?
I feel like road rage incidents that they are trying to talk about involve like crashes or violent endings, right? So like either they get into like a fight or straight up crash. That is my guess. I don't think they're counting the road rage of you just like flipping someone off and then that's the end of it or something like that. I think it's more of like you're getting chased by a fucking car back to your house so they can beat you up kind of thing, right?
There's some weird shit happening. Yeah. Okay, I thought it was just like if someone like you fucking dumbass and then I don't even know.
Yeah.
Me and Ava were driving to the gym today. Some dude, he was walking down the sidewalk just like he was having an argument with himself. And I had the window down. And Ava goes, "Oh my God!" Like as we drive by, and I was like, "You need to shut the fuck up right now."
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to die to a crazy dude. Shut up. She like looked at me, and she's like, "He didn't even hear me." And I was like, "I don't care." Like,
but if he did, that's
dude,
a problem.
Yeah. What if one of the voices in his head tells me or tells him that I talk shit? Then what?
Mm-hmm. I see a lot of those people just crossing the street because this is gonna sound really, really bad, and I get it, but we live like right next to like a homeless shelter, the prison, and the juvie, right? So we see a lot of crazies in like near our neighborhood, just kind of walking around across the street and stuff like that. They are always like talking to themselves, arguing with themselves. I saw a dude punching himself.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, it's a lot of crazy shit. Don't get me started with downtown Utah, where you could see a dude playing with his skateboard. Like, in the middle of the street. Yeah, pretty much. Dude's on so many goddamn drugs. You always, like, you want to stare at them, right? Because they're so interesting to look at. But, you know, the second they catch you staring,
game over.
You could fucking die, yeah. It's crazy. But, yeah, I guess Utah is tops for most road rage drivers. So, we are turning into the embodiment of Doom Guy, just too angry to do shit. So,
Western Florida man.
We're getting there. We're not as bad as Portland
Georgia.
or Georgia or California. So we're getting there. Now I have another question for you, Utah related as well. Do you think books that are vulgar or violent should be in elementary schools or middle schools? Now I'm not gonna say what type of like how far it goes, but just like in that kind of ballpark type of like it has vulgar stuff in it or violent stuff in it.
I mean, it depends on how bad it is. I don't feel like that's an on switch, right? Like,
Yeah.
Because if you say violent, well, then you have to take out everything that involves World War II or any war. Or,
History books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vulgar? I mean, define vulgar. Otherwise, like, human anatomy books.
Like, involving a lot more than just, like, anatomy books, right? Like, talking about people having sex in it. Like, if it were to be, like,
I'm
a
out.
fiction book.
Yeah, that one's a no.
Okay. So, a suburban school district in Utah has banned the Bible in elementary and middle schools.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they have banned the Bible, and they're saying that the Book of Mormon could be next. This is due to a parent frustrated with the materials in schools, arguing that some of the Bible verses are too vulgar or violent for younger children. What are your thoughts so far?
Okay.
It's
I'm one of those
weird.
people. I was like, religion doesn't really belong in school, but
Yeah.
whatever.
I don't believe it belongs in school, but I still think there should be the option of like if a kid chooses to like bring it to school, I think it should be fine, right? Rather than just like taking it away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So
Did you ever have those kids who brought a Bible to school?
what state do you think I live in again?
That's why I'm asking. Like, even where I was, like, I had it when I went to city schools, kids would bring it, and then when I went to the schools in the sticks, they had it too, and I was like, what the fuck is this? I've never liked something so much to bring to school. Like, even my toys when I was a kid didn't bring them. These motherfuckers bring them Bibles.
When I was in...
Do you want...
Go ahead.
Oh, mine's a complete change.
Okay, I was just going to quickly say, when I was in elementary school and middle school, I didn't really notice it that much. A lot more kids brought, like, toys or, like, fiction books about, like, magic tree houses or whatnot. When I went to high school, though, I went to a very white neighborhooded high school, so a lot of white kids, a lot of religious people there as well. I saw it a lot more there. That's when I started getting more into like people watching, just seeing what they're doing. And yeah, like I would say within just like my first 2 periods, I would see maybe like half the students from just those 2 classes had Bibles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Do you want to know the only kids weirder than the ones who brought like religious stuff to school?
At my school, it was the people who dressed up as furries, but
okay, that wasn't a thing for me.
It's a thing for high schools, apparently.
Yeah, that's a thing. I will settle with that. You ever have kids bring toothbrushes to school?
The only people I saw do that were like the athletes, just because they had to come in so goddamn early. Those were the only people that I saw do it. But
every school I went to, the athletes didn't bring them. It was just the really weird kids, and I don't know if it was because of the toothbrush or if it was just them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, dude. Never trust a motherfucker who had a toothbrush at school. Who the fuck leaving their toothbrush in the gym?
That is weird. I never saw anything like that from like non-athlete people. Also, I would never trust school water that much.
No!
Like, barely trust their food. I don't think I could touch their water.
I had to trust their food.
Oh yeah, I
had
did too.
to.
Yeah, but you had to trust it, but you didn't really like trust it, right?
No.
Yeah.
Please God, let this go through without causing a fucking tumor.
Oh, it was bad, but yeah, that's definitely up there, I would say. Toothbrushes. Did you ever have like your own locker in the gym room? Like that you just like put a lock on?
In the gym locker room or
Yeah.
like in the gym?
In the gym locker
Yeah.
room. Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you keep in there?
I kept no shit, a spare pair of underwear and shorts.
See,
I figured if I shit my pants so hard I needed a new shirt, it was a bad day. I'd just go home.
I would keep pair of underpants, pair of shorts, usually just gym shorts, right? And then a stick of deodorant. That's all I kept in there. There were
I didn't even.
It's so bad. There were people in my school who kept packs of ramen in there, like the freaking top ramen, like styrofoam cups in there. You would see like, it was always food too that they kept in there, right next to their fucking underwear.
Did you have kids who kept money in there and then it always got stolen?
No, I think everyone was smart enough to keep their money on themselves or like away from like lockers and stuff like that. But
I only had one kid and everyone kind of wised up. For some reason, this moron brought like $400 to school and left it in the gym locker. And surprise, surprise, it got stolen. Guess what never came back?
$400?
That's right.
Now,
This stupid fuck. And everyone seemingly was just like, yeah, maybe we don't bring that much money there.
mm-hmm. Was this also a kid that was showing off how much money he had? And then like would keep it in there when he had to go to like gym class or something like that?
I don't know if he showed it off. I think he just talked too much about it, like how he kept cash in there.
Yeah.
And then someone just decided to take a little look.
Mm-hmm. God, I never did that. I always stayed away from like using a locker. Like I never used a locker in high school. I barely again, underwear, gym shorts, and deodorant was the only thing in my gym locker, right? So
Were you afraid to take showers?
I never needed to. Like class was always so goddamn short, and it's this is gonna sound mean to Utah, but it's fucking Utah. Who cares? We never did anything during gym class, like at all. Like the most I think we ever had to do was run a mile, and that's it. Like everything else, like pacer test, teacher never gave a shit about that either. Like he's just like, just go at your own pace. Fuck the shit. You know, like who cares about what the thing is saying about the beeps and whatnot. Just do it at your own pace kind of thing. So yeah, no, I never really got that sweaty, I guess. I do now, but
I always found it funny, like people, I'm not taking a shower at school. Be like, do you think people just in there staring at penises and private parts the whole time? Like, everyone else is just as nervous. I always try to weed those people out because then that tells me everything I need to know about you.
Yeah. Most of the time, like, not a lot of people showered in the gym at any of my schools. It was mostly just people using the showers to wet towels so we could whip each other.
There was one motherfucker I got so bad, it left a bruise like almost immediately, like turned purple.
It was some of the gayest shit I've ever had to do. But it was like, it was a lot of fun at the same time. It was always, the fights would always start with like these towels and stuff when everyone's mid-change. So we're all in our like boxers and our t-shirts just whipping each other in like the ass and the dick and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun though, I will say.
Did you ever have a sack tap war?
No, we never went that far. We never got to that part, I guess. None of us bonded that far to our musical
I inadvertently felt so many penises, it's not even funny. Like, it was like Lisa Ann levels of like, dude, it was just full on. And then the sack taps turned into flicks. Flicks are so much worse. So much worse.
There was
sack taps aren't great, but like,
yeah,
this is the difference between being stabbed and then cut with a sword.
God, yeah, I understand where the pain is coming from. There was a lot more of that outside of school. I felt like just me,
dick
like
touching?
Me and my group of friends would just like flick each other or like punch each other and stuff like that, right? Like we would always aim for the genitals. So there was more of that, I guess, outside of school than inside of school, I guess. I don't know why.
We need to normalize like sack taps. Like nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
No sack flicks. God damn, those things lingered. It was so bad.
It's one of those things where if you got them good, they felt it for days, kind of thing. Like, I agree that we need to normalize it, though. Oh gosh, there was a lot of there was just a lot of weird like air humping in the gym as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of on clothes fucking going on in mine too.
I'm glad that wasn't just a at my school thing. Oh.
Nah, that's the whole boys will be boys. It was only the dudes before we get too far.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't do that with the ladies because that's a crime. That's a charge.
Yeah. There was one dude.
But no, there was full on like almost butthole fingering in my gym class. Like the old duck duck goose game, you know what I mean?
I know what you mean, like, but there was none of that.
You would stick like index and pinky fingers on cheeks, and then the two would go into it, and then like you would just try to get the other person to crack. And I know this wasn't just me because story time. Every family photo ever with me and my brothers, someone's about to get fingered. Like it's every single one. And so like I know it wasn't just me because I didn't even start it in my school. This is what other people did.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, we still got some dogs out there. We ain't afraid. I guess Japan loves that shit too.
Oh, they fucking love it.
That's a fucking sport basically over there.
Yeah.
They got statues and shit dedicated to it.
Japan
#1.
All right, Thailand's got the whole like vagina ping pong thing going on, right?
Wait, no. I don't even want to think about that.
You know what it is, though, right?
I've seen some of them ladies smoke cigarettes, but not with their mouth.
It is a wild thing to look at. First, just quickly, this is a wild thing that they could do. Impressed.
How do you fucking discover this? Who was the first one to be like, "What if I shove a ping pong ball up my pussy and shoot it out at you? What do you think about that?" Huh? Like, what?
Such a weird, obscure thing that is like a sport to them, right? It's definitely just a show that they like to put on. So, but I don't.
Who discovers this?
I don't know.
Who's the first one? Seriously, who's the first one? Just poop. Oh shit! Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Poop.
There must have been a thing with like a queef, and someone's like, "I wonder if you could shoot ping pong balls with that." Like
that thing had some force.
Yeah, I felt pushback when I was in there. Like,
you know when you dry fire a super soaker? That's what I felt.
Oh. Yeah, Jesus. I thought you were asking me the first time I heard about it. I think it was in your Discord the first time I heard about that.
Ping pong balls?
Yeah, the whole ping pong ball thing.
I saw a lady shoot a softball out of her butthole the other day.
What do you...
r/trashy boners.
Okay.
That's a very scary place.
Okay. I actually haven't been there before, believe it or not.
Yeah, you'll see some shit. You'll see some shit. It's not a nice place. I have never once gotten a boner. I'm just checking it on humanity. I'm like, where are we at? All right, worse than before. And then I just keep it moving.
Yeah, quick thing about Reddit before we get into good eggs and Earth ambassadors and stuff. What? Just
are you gonna talk? Go ahead.
I was just a quick thing about Reddit of like, if you want to see some cool looking plants, just go to what is it like r/ don't stick your dick in it or something like that.
Why?
You'll see some crazy plants there. That's all I just quickly want to say. Just talking about weird things about trashy boners and people just getting weird sexual fantasies about plants. Like, it's a good place to go, all right? But
I don't like the way people are looking at that cactus.
It is wild. Like, if you just want a quick laugh and also have questions about humanity, like, people usually do. Just go there and realize all the things that people have thought about sticking their dick in. It's crazy, the amount of just wild shit in there. But apparently there's been some kind of like blackout thing going on in Reddit that I don't understand. So a lot of...
Okay, well, that answers my question. I don't fucking understand this either.
Yeah, just a lot of shit just on there. Like a bunch of the, what is it? Like the little hubs and communities are like privating their community for some kind of like protesting going on. I don't understand it. I don't know. I actually don't know what's going on at all, but
just seems like the internet getting up in arms over stupid shit again.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like every social media platform will eventually have their own kind of like protesting happening. It'll happen for a couple days or a couple weeks, and then everything's back to normal. Nothing changes, right? So
Nothing wrong with protesting, but if you protest, nothing changes, and then you immediately stop, you're wasting my time.
Yeah, you're wasting my time and my boner. So,
Nothing like a good old protest to get the blood flowing.
Yeah. All right, you got any Earth ambassadors or good eggs or anything like that?
There's so many. I quit reading. I didn't even want to find a winner. People, Jesus Christ, it's okay to love one another for once. Good God.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I just say with all the like bullshit things going around on the internet, and I just went to just like think about some of the good eggs that I appreciate personally, right? A lot of those are just YouTubers who make super long content, like long form content, like hours long kind of thing going on. I fucking love you guys. I understand.
Yes.
Just from making this podcast, which usually is like what, an hour to an hour and a half long, how much space and time that takes. For you to put out like a 12-hour long video for me to just like listen to, relax to, and fall asleep to.
Stay here.
Thank God. Like,
stay here. No Mars for you.
Obviously, we can shout out. I'm going to shout out some people, right? Epic Nate, obviously. All of that lore and good, like, just theory crafting on Bethesda stuff. The leaderboard is another one, just because they make a shit ton of, like, video game lore videos and stuff like that. And then anybody who just uploads an audiobook onto YouTube for you to listen to. Some of the wildest dreams I've ever had, but I've been just listening to the Cthulhu mythos and all their books and stuff like that, just as I fall asleep. Some of the greatest sleep but wildest dreams I've ever had, just listen to that stuff. So those are my good eggs. What you got? if any of that.
Yeah. Not a whole lot of good stuff. Just not a lot.
All right. Quickly, before we get into cunts and clits and rush or not rush, just because we're 42 minutes in, a lot of cool games showing off on the Game Fest and stuff like that, right? Avowed, Phantom Liberty for 2077 DLC, Mortal Kombat gameplay. I don't know if you saw it. Looks pretty good to me. There's one game that's coming out that I'm kind of interested in. It's called Lies of P. It is a Souls-like game, but if you haven't seen it, just like, there's a demo out for it right now, and it looks like a lot of fucking fun, I gotta say. Pretty much, it's a Dark Souls game, and you play as, I believe you play as Pinocchio. And it just looks really fucking interesting, so that's the only thing I want to say about, like, kind of gaming news stuff going on. But, yeah. Oh, if you're ready to get into some cunts and clits and stuff like that.
Yeah, I got a few. We're going to be here a while, so buckle up. All right, this is a European country. Good luck. Teachers fed up with 11-year-old kids wearing diapers to school. Quote, worrying trend.
European?
Yeah.
France?
This is Sweden.
Oh.
I guess they just don't want to fucking potty train their kids. And they want the teachers to change 11-year-old diapers.
They want them to change it for...
Yes.
What the
So, like, if you send your kid to school and they're still wearing diapers, the teacher has to change them. So then you read more about this article. Apparently this is starting to happen in America, too.
Oh, no.
This is disgusting. Reports have emerged from Buffalo, New York, that parents that have failed to teach their children how to use the toilet. Apparently Buffalo was having teacher aides do it, and they have had enough.
Yeah.
11 years old. 11.
I can understand it a little bit if you have a condition. But I still feel like you should be able to change your own diaper.
If there's nothing yeah, especially if you're 11.
Yeah, right?
If there's nothing medically wrong with you, get on the pot, you little fucker.
Yeah, it's not that hard to learn. I think it's easier to learn when you're older, too, actually, you know? Just say, you do this, here. There you go.
How the fuck are you okay with, like, teachers and shit just, like, going to see your kid naked?
Yeah. I didn't even like having to have my diaper changed in like preschool kind of thing, right? Like if something were to happen, right, as a young kid, I was just like, ugh. It just seems gross.
I'm so lost. So lost.
Teach your kids how to use a toilet.
For real. For real. There's even one lady claiming later on in this article that she taught her 6-month-old child how to use the toilet. So, what the fuck?
My cousin,
right.
who is like 4 years old, knows how to use a toilet better than these 11-year-olds.
I was like, dude, did I potty train Ava too quick? And they're like, no, it's usually between 18 months and 24 months. And I'm like, okay, nope.
Yeah.
Palate cleanser, University of Wisconsin-Madison will pay you to eat cheese platters and pizza. You have to eat 12 pizzas and 24 cheese samples per week.
I'll do that.
Well, here's the issue. You have to go to Wisconsin.
I no longer want to do that.
Yeah. The Center of Dairy Research is looking for individuals passionate about all types of food, but especially cheese, pizza, and other dairy products. Jesus. There's the application. Once hired, we will train you to become part of a group of expert tasters capable of verbally describing their sensory experience on the basis of appearance, texture, taste, and aroma, attributes for research and product development purposes. Panelists should expect to be tasting up to 24 cheese samples and 12 pizzas a week, along with other food products. Panelists would need to be available for 3-hour consecutive periods. I love cheese. Don't get me wrong. There has yet to have a day go by where I'm not eating some sort of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
I don't fucking know about this. You're not going to shit for like a month.
Oh, it's going to be doing your like session, your 3-hour long session or whatever, and then on your way home, like drinking some laxatives. Like just having to clear it out afterwards.
Just eat bread whenever you're not eating this shit. Just get fiber in you any way possible.
Oh my gosh, that is a lot of food. And as a lactose intolerant, I would still like to do this, but not in Wisconsin. Ooh. I honestly kind of forget that the Midwest and Montana exists. So
they are fucking wild over there.
Yeah. That is a lot of fucking cheese to be had.
A lot.
And they're just trying to turn you into like a cheese pizza sommelier, I guess.
They might try to turn you into a cow so they can milk you. Just be careful.
Are they trying to get to the cow level of Diablo? Is this the way?
Yeah. This is the real life version. Eat this cheese, fatso. Speaking of gross fucking things, here's a picture of this man. Where did he get caught in Europe fucking a tree?
Don't stick your dick in that. And it's Spain.
In a park.
Oh.
At 4:30 p.m.
I'm still going to go with Spain.
This is England.
Oh. I won't lie. I didn't realize they had that many trees in England.
Apparently this guy's trying to make more. Don't tell him how biology works. I guess people were just, trying to cool off because Europe has a bit of a heat wave again. And buddies were just walking through the park, saw this dude start, quote, here we go, in his words. I was just walking in the park with one of my mates, and we saw a man hugging a tree and thought it was interesting. We walked closer, and as we did, we saw his trousers down. I started recording, and he just started taking off all of his clothes and kissing the tree. After I stopped recording, the police turned up and started following the man around, then arrested him. He's a 40-year-old man, and he did this. He's out on bail, by the way. Which, so at the end of this, they link an article, which, very sad to say, this is America.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this is not good.
California, I don't know. Just go ahead and give me some details.
I didn't even give you a region. All right.
Give me some details before I actually guess.
It's going to be the East Coast. Probably like the Northeast, like the southern half of Northeast.
Okay.
College professor accused of performing sexual acts with his dog. Quote, I do
Aw.
it to blow off steam.
Is this Maryland?
This is Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Not the dog.
Right now, you're asking, how the fuck did they catch this sick fuck? They caught him on game cameras going into a national park and fucking his dog.
Oh.
This man is 64 years old. His name is Thamus Matsukis. Fuck it. Here we go. A longtime award-winning Penn State professor allegedly performed sexual acts with his dog in sickening displays that were captured on a state forest trail camera. Thamus Matsukass, 64, was charged Tuesday after he was allegedly caught earlier this year naked from the waist down, except for his socks and shoes, committing the perverted sex acts with his collie near bathrooms at Rothrock State Forest in Pennsylvania. The university has since put him on leave. He was identified through a North Face backpack he was carrying from an incident in April and also May. That's right.
Ugh.
Twice. He allegedly tried to record himself performing lewd acts with a tablet, according to the trail cam footage. After the professor was identified as a possible suspect, rangers from the Pennsylvania Department of Conservation and Natural Resources searched his home earlier this month, and he went into a panic, the complaint reportedly states. At one point, investigators told him they thought... Okay, this sentence, I've read this like 6 times. I still am fucked up. At one point, investigators told him they thought he knew why they were searching his home, leading to the professor to reply repeatedly, "I'm done. I'm dead," the charging document alleged. He also begged rangers to shoot him, saying, quote, "I need to die," and additionally told investigators, "I do it to blow off steam." The Rangers were reportedly able to find the backpack and ski mask that was visible in the April footage.
Is that you're wearing a ski mask while you do this?
Yes, yes. They also saw a collie in his home that matched the dog in the video.
Oh, that poor fucking dog.
Yeah, but stop.
I didn't mean
Stop
to
saying that.
I didn't mean like
Stop
that.
saying
I'm sorry.
that. Stop saying
Bad,
that.
bad choice of words.
The professor was a chemical engineer dating back to 1991, receiving at least 3 teaching awards during his tenure. Yeah, they even asked his attorney. The attorney says it would be inappropriate to make any comment at this time. You're fucked. You weird bastard.
You're fucked. You're done. Like you
You're
are
fucked.
so screwed at this point. They probably should have shot you, honestly. Oh, that's
That poor dog. He was charged with open lewdness, indecent exposure, and sexual intercourse with an animal.
Jesus.
He allegedly has been partaking in lewd acts in the forest since 2014, according to authorities.
And this was just like recent that he was caught?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh.
I did not see that last sentence. This poor dog. Oh my God.
9 years.
Why?
9 years.
Why? You know what? The tree fucker don't sound half bad.
Yeah, honestly, this dude's fucking fine. Like he's cool. He doesn't get how reproduction of trees work, but it's fine.
He's just pollinating.
Yeah.
This dude's just sodomizing. This guy.
And look, that tree's
Oh my
tree's
God.
already dead, right? So at
mean,
least
he's
it's not with a
about to be
living
life
being.
put in it.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, this poor dog.
This guy's on Team Trees. You're on Team Go Fuck Yourself.
This is Team Venus. This is get it. Not even Mars deserves this sick fuck.
This man deserves to go to the sun.
Why do people fuck animals? Why?
I don't understand it at all. Y'all are stupid. I'm gonna say it. You guys are fucking stupid. All right. Don't fuck animals. All right. That's
Ugh.
just bad.
All right, let's go back to Europe. Let's make fun of them.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Motorist shocked when driver hops out of car, fills up gas tank completely naked.
Germany?
If All right, there's your guess. So now I can share this picture. This is Buddy Boy in England. This is
It's still wearing shoes, at least.
yeah. Apparently, nudists and dog fuckers alike agree that you need to wear shoes.
What's with all the naked people in England? I understand it's hot over there, but you don't have to be naked, all right?
Yeah, I don't fucking goddamn English people get a little bit of sun and they start getting a little looped. Oh my god, this is a 44-year-old man. This is Stuart Gilmour, Gilmour, was indeed fully nude except a pair of walking boots. They then started to record. I guess this guy's a nudist.
Yeah.
But, gross. Ain't no one want to see your old wrinkly balls getting gas.
Why?
Ugh.
Why do we allow nudists at all in the first place?
I mean, I get it, right? Like, if it's your community, do what you want.
Ugh.
You're at a fucking gas station. Put some fucking clothes on. I don't know about England gas stations. Around here, 9 out of 10, filthy.
Yeah.
Fucking filthy.
Oh, yeah.
And that's just the outside. 10 out of 10 are dirty every time on the inside. Why the fuck? Ugh.
Don't forget the
Why
gas.
are you grabbing a pump? Why are you grabbing a gas pump with no fucking clothes on? Ugh.
Could you imagine if he spilled gasoline on himself too?
He probably would have got wrecked.
Ugh. The nice, cool touch as it evaporates from your skin, right? Yeah.
Fucking A.
Just don't
Why
don't you just, stay naked in places where it seems a little bit more acceptable, all right? And this doesn't include if you're a landlord at your own pool,
in Germany.
Yeah. That doesn't include that. It's where it feels more accepted to be like a nudist beach or, a swingers party or whatever.
I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. No one wants to see your old dick. Put that thing away.
Mm-mm. No one wants to. All right, stop trying to be like an exhibitionist or whatever. Just
I got you.
yeah.
Let's go to Asia, shall we?
Okay.
Technically, this is a country, but if you guess the bigger country that it's in, you win.
Okay.
It's not what you think.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus. Apparently, Gur wants to play. Hold on.
Hello, Gur. We're getting all the guests today. We got the.
I didn't even know she was in here. I thought she was just outside the door. All right. Asia.
Mm-hmm.
Doctors remove 5.26-inch, 1.76 pound kidney stone from a patient.
Nepal.
India.
Okay.
Well, technically Sri Lanka, but potato.
Yeah, I get it. That is.
Yeah, that's the kidney stone. That's an onion.
It's hairy. Is it hairy? It looks hairy.
That's ugh.
That does look like an onion, though.
That is an onion.
But
This is a Guinness World Record, I guess. I guess they keep track of this.
what were the stipulations for this one, Guinness?
That's to grow in a vegetable shape. It beat out the previous record by 0.1, like 1/10 of an inch. The previous record was in India too.
Oh, you guys,
What the fuck you guys doing?
You guys got to check your diet a little bit. A little too much calcium, huh?
Get some fucking water in there.
Well, all right.
The patient's kidney was still performing its normal functions. Get the fuck out of
So
here.
you're telling me it formed that and said, all right, back to work, everybody.
You are fucking lying. I refuse to believe that. Fake news. All right.
It's an onion.
Central America. Not the United States, like south of Mexico,
I get
north of South. Okay.
I get it. We don't get a lot here, but I know what you're talking about.
Woman declared dead, revives during her wake.
Sorry, do they not embalm?
I don't know.
What?
I'm going to read you this story.
Haiti?
This is weird. Nope.
It's not
Ecuador.
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Central.
Ecuador's
Not Caribbean. Haiti. There's no way fucking
right.
Haiti. Let me look this up. Hold on. Now you got me. I think I might have fucked you up.
Isn't that like South America, not Central Ecuador?
Ecuador? No.
All right. I don't know. I always count that whole entire thing down there as
Son
South.
of a bitch.
And then
No,
like
you're right.
under Mexico before Colombia, and then all the islands there are Central.
Even the maps don't know.
Yeah, they
Yeah, like even Cuba's apparently a part of Central America.
Which is not.
I don't. No, yeah, absolutely not. Okay, even Ecuador's on here. All right, I don't.
It doesn't. I get what you mean though. It's still within that area, I would say.
I'll give you a win on this. That map you looked up fucked you bad. A 76-year-old woman who was declared dead at a hospital in Ecuador astonished her relatives by knocking on her coffin during her wake. Relatives left the coffin behind and rushed retired nurse Bella Montoya back to the hospital after the wake in a town called Babahoyo. Babahoyo. Quote, it gave us all a fright. Ecuador's health ministry said that Montoya was in intensive care Monday at the Martin y Casa Hospital in Babahoyo. While the ministry investigates doctors involved in her case, a technical committee has been formed to review how the hospital issues death certificates. Montoya initially had been admitted Friday at the hospital with a possible stroke and cardiopulmonary arrest. And when she did not respond to resuscitation, the doctor on duty declared her dead. Barbara said her mother was unconscious when she was brought to the emergency room, and that a few hours later, the doctor informed her that she was dead and handed over identity documents and a death certificate. The family then brought her to a funeral home and were holding a wake later Friday.
Okay.
When they started to hear strange sounds. Quote, there were about 20 of us. After about 5 hours of the wake, the coffin started to make sounds. My mom was wrapped in sheets and hitting the coffin. When we approached, we could see that she was breathing heavily. Shit. Though the relatives rushed her back to the hospital Friday, she was still in serious condition Monday. She was under intubation, and doctors weren't giving relatives much hope about her prognosis. Might have jumped the gun on this one,
Just
huh?
a little. She might have just been taking a nap. Like, jeez. Could you imagine, like, going down, like, feeling like, you're having a stroke or whatever, and then waking up in a coffin?
That goddamn, the afterlife sucks dick.
Yeah.
Looks like I chose the wrong one.
Jeez. Oh.
Yeah, I can't. Can you imagine being at the wake? You hear banging in the coffin?
They take him straight to a funeral home before, like, any work is done on the body or anything like that?
I fucking guess. I don't know.
Because I feel like usually, like, they had to, like, prep the body for, like, a funeral, right?
How did no one just, like, feel, like, grab, like, bodies are cold, okay?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Blood don't move, body cold.
You poop yourself.
At some point, yeah, that too. At some point, you're like, hey, this motherfucker's still warm.
Just,
I don't know.
I would say, like, depending on where you live, obviously, 2 hours. Checked if the body is still warm, right? Because if you live in a hot area, body might stay warm. Obviously, not the same degree as a normal human body, but, it can stay warm. Definitely, like, hey, if you're gonna call time of death and stuff like that, you should probably make sure they're dead, right?
So many times to fix this.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to some better news. This is America in the South. Where was this found?
Is that a doll?
Yeah, see?
Yeah. Georgia?
What southern state? This is Texas.
Spoon.
Authorities in Texas made a strange discovery Wednesday when they were called to a resident in Harris County after a body was discovered on the premises. Cops show up, discover that it's a sex doll. And that's what they show up to.
That sex doll is wearing some expensive clothing, too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
What the fuck, Texas? What the fuck, Spoon? You want to explain yourself?
Why did you do this?
Why are there still people buying sex dolls?
I don't get this. I don't.
It doesn't.
Let's go back to Europe. Let's make fun of them.
Okay.
In this European country, very last warning for an 82-year-old woman convicted of selling drugs.
England?
This is Germany.
Of course.
A Germany court says it's giving an 82-year-old man. Did I say woman? That's a fucked up headline. An 82-year-old man, quote, last warning to avoid jail after he was found guilty of drug dealing, despite 24 previous convictions. The retired seaman, who said he wanted to improve his meager €800 monthly pension by selling marijuana, was handed a suspended sentence by a court in the northern town of Aurich, I don't know, some German town, Aurich, Aurich, German news agents, I don't know, reported that prosecutors had asked the court to impose a prison term of 34 months in view of the man's lengthy criminal record and existing suspended sentences. But judge said they would make an exception and classify the latest crimes as less serious offenses due to the man's particular circumstances and recent health problems. What? 24 convictions.
I feel like after the second time, you should probably stop. Maybe not, 24, right?
24. This is 25.
He's trying to get to 100, right? So
this man's almost had more convictions than I'm alive.
He has had more convictions than I was alive.
This is a scary thought.
Also, slap on the wrist for him. So far, right? We'll make an exception for your current health condition.
Fuck, apparently, yeah. This dude's trying to be marijuana Walter White, and Germany just doesn't fucking care.
Well, some of them seem to care, but others are like, we pity you at the same time.
Turns out the very small minority that gives a shit is the prosecutors. Everyone else doesn't care.
The judge doesn't want to convict him because where else is he going to get his weed?
Fucking Mr. Harris has been hooking me up for a while, man.
Smoke a joint, I go to the gas station naked.
Yeah, I'm also a landlord. Europeans just love to do dumb shit.
Yeah, well, so do Americans, but...
Yeah, apparently fuck dogs in parks.
It's only that's an East Coast thing, all right?
So the guy that was underwater for 100 days, he's back on the surface.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's just...
I mean, he's alive. He's healthy.
That's right. He had to go through... Did he have to depressurize, right?
I don't think so, because he was in a pressurized tube down there.
Okay. Well, I guess...
I don't know. Florida man.
Yeah.
He's immune to it.
Probably has webbed feet now, some gills.
Yeah, he's a merman. We're gonna stay in America. I will give you the Southwest. Reported alligator in state was likely a beaver.
West side, southern side?
Yeah, Southwest.
New Mexico.
Ooh, Arizona.
Ooh.
I don't know what dumb bastard thought a beaver looked like an alligator. You need to go to an eye doctor, like now. Okay?
You just...
Scales and fur look nothing alike. Okay? We're not even going to get into the shape of the animals. Hair looks different than scales.
Just a little bit, right? You know, there's a little bit of, you know, maybe, what if it's a beaver with scales, right? No, you gotta read a book, and a picture book, or just some animals or something like that. Go to the zoo. They have zoos down in Arizona. Go look at some animals.
Fucking anything.
Did he call this into the police? Is that why this is on the news?
Yeah. Yeah, this fucking wildlife officials said reports of alligator sightings in Arizona in an Arizona channel likely stem from the presence of a far more mundane animal, a beaver. Rumors circulated on social media about the presence of an alligator in Lake Havasu City's Bridgewater channel. Jesus Christ. And unclear photos taken at nighttime and sent to Arizona Game and Fish Department depict an animal some observers said resembles a swimming gator. You people are dipshits.
Yeah.
Go learn, okay? Go out there, go to zoos, read books, understand what alligators look like.
Just a little bit. Also, there's probably nothing wrong with an alligator there anyway, all right? Like, listen, it's not gonna do much. All right, it's just gonna sit
eat
there.
Dogs.
Yeah, it's gonna hang out.
Eat the bodies that are inevitably thrown in it because it's Arizona.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be fine anyway. Like what, alligator attacks is like only like 100 a year or something like that. So it's not gonna attack people probably, as long as you don't be fucking stupid. So
no argument here. We're gonna stay in America with another confused animal story. Quote unquote skunk reported in this southern state. Reported stuck in state mud was a quote stinky groundhog. They thought it was a skunk.
Southern
state, yeah, northern.
North Carolina.
This is Kentucky.
Are
you actually gonna let me do this?
Well, maybe.
You did.
That's
This
good.
one's understandable. This one, they both have fur. When he's all nasty, he does look like a small skunk.
Yeah, I can see that. Wait, what is it again?
That's a groundhog.
Okay.
See?
I don't know my
See?
animals either, to be fair.
Yeah, well, you didn't think it had scales.
I didn't think I definitely, for a second there, I did think it was an alligator. Maybe even a crocodile.
Holy shit, that's a toucan. Stupid bastard.
That's a snake.
Last one, and this will be a palate cleanser before we start playing Rush, not Rush. Hotels.com revealed the most unusual room service requests. Some of these included, get ready, diet water and melted ice cream. They also revealed some people asked for a blowfish, cockle popcorn.
What is?
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. I did not want to Google that.
Cockle?
Yeah, COCKLE space popcorn. An omelet without egg whites. A rice bowl for a dog. And bison meat and boiled bottled water. One guest requested the hotel cook and serve a fish the visitor brought them. Another asked for an egg-free shakshuka? Shakshuka? SHAKSHUKA. An egg-heavy dish known as eggs in hell.
Okay. All right. By the way, cockle, it just looks like a clam. So I guess they just want fried clam.
Ugh.
Some of those I can understand. A dog bowl, sure.
No,
But you should.
a rice bowl for your dog.
Oh,
That's
yeah, that's a little
verbatim.
different. Diet water doesn't make sense. Boiled bottled water doesn't make sense. Melted ice cream.
that one's the most reasonable.
Yeah.
If I'm being 100%
If like
honest.
that dude's like
Little weird.
super hungover or something like that, and you want ice cream but you don't want anything cold, I can see that. But
Ugh.
Still gross.
Blowfish. Just blowfish.
It's.
What do you do with that fish? You
I want to hear it go. Oh.
Apparently, that guy wanted his dog to make that sound.
Okay.
Stop fucking animals.
Stop.
All right. Rush, not rush. There is a new record for 3x3x3 Rubik's Cube completion. It is now 3.13 seconds. Rush, not rush.
Not rush.
Correct. Want to guess what country they're from?
Japan.
This is America, baby. We got it back.
Hell yeah.
This is a 21-year-old by the name of Max Park. He took it from a Chinese speed cuber. That sounds bad. Yu Shang Du.
I see where Ava gets it from.
I didn't fucking say shit.
I know.
Y-U-S-H-E-N-G. Go ahead and tell me how that is. Do. D-U.
I just meant about Chinese speed cuber.
That's what it says.
I know.
Chinese speed cuber. That's why I was like, that doesn't sound good.
It doesn't.
That seems
cool.
That seems like the most passive racist thing I've ever heard.
Anyway,
yeah,
go ahead and continue.
The champion puzzle cuber already held the record for single solve and average solve for 4x4x4, 5x5x5, 6x6x6, and 7x7 and 7. Oh, see, here we go. Good story. Park, who was diagnosed with autism as a child, found speed cubing to be, quote, good therapy. His parents, Schwan and Mickey, why? Schwan? Said in a statement to Guinness World Records. There was a time when Max couldn't even open water bottles, but he showed interest in solving Rubik's Cubes. Park was featured alongside friend and fellow speed cubing champion, Felix Zemdegs. They were in a Netflix documentary in 2020 called The Speed Cubers. Good for him. I haven't solved one after like a decade.
I don't think I've ever solved one, actually.
I'm stupid.
I am too.
Here's a record you can break, Feast. Is Rush responsible for holding the longest continuous dance? Yes. For 127 hours.
No.
Correct. This is a 16-year-old girl from India. I don't want to say your name because that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danced for 127 hours. I wanted to promote our Indian culture, she told Guinness World Records. The previous record for the longest dance marathon by an individual was set at 126 hours by Nepalese dancer. Oh my God, Bandana? That can't be right. His name's Bandana?
We're
Bandana
learning some
Nepal.
weird names today.
All right. Yeah, we had weird stories. We got weird fucking names. Good for you. 127 hours dancing. Jesus Christ.
I don't think I can actually beat that. I'll be honest with you. That seems a
What do you
little
do when you have to go to the bathroom?
Well, if you're an 11-year-old,
Just take a quick nap and shit? Yeah.
You do the poopy dance, right? All the kids know the poopy dance.
For 127 hours. Didn't have to poop when I started. Towards the end, really had to poop.
Feel bad for those people who dance that long, I guess.
Oh, I thought you were going to say for the teachers. I was like, if I was one of those teachers, I'd quit. I ain't changed your fucking diaper. Get out of here. All right, Rush, not Rush. Man goes on to AGT and breaks fist bumping world record.
AGT.
America's Got Talent.
Ooh.
He breaks the record with Howie Mandel, who is one of the judges.
I'll say this is him.
Is there something else today?
No.
Okay, sounded like there was. This is him.
Yeah. I just figured he's been on TV before. This seems like something he could do.
Yeah, he was on America's Got Talent in 2020.
Oh.
They invited him to return. Rush and Mandel took on the record for most alternate fist bumps in 30 seconds. Team of 2. He beat his previous record of 273 with a new record of 380.
Jesus. Howie's got quick hands too.
Oh, dude, Howie knows how to fist. And so, so they almost beat it by over 100.
Yeah.
The feat earned Rush a yes vote from Mandel, but unfortunately he was sent home after the rest of the judges voted no.
I think there's some bias there, Howie. You gotta be honest.
I'm kind of shocked how he did this. Howie's a big germaphobe.
Yeah.
I think crippling germaphobe.
He's gotten better recently. From what I've heard, he's gotten better from what he used to be.
I'm not a germaphobe today, but tell me if this would gross you out. At the gym, this person sits down on the equipment, stands up, wanders off. Okay, whatever, doesn't wipe it down. I tell Ava to go get that machine that person was on. Droplets of sweat where your asshole goes.
It's gross.
And it's
for sure.
Yep. It was like, maybe it's just water. I was like, don't touch your face. Do not touch your fucking face. Don't. Just wait till we get home. I'm not rubbing someone's butt juice on my face accidentally.
Mm-hmm. That's how people get pink eye.
That's how you get hepatitis. Is David Rush a chef who broke the record for longest consecutive time cooking?
No.
Correct. This is a Nigerian woman named Hilda. Oh, Jesus. Ifong Bossy earned a record for longest cooking marathon, 93 hours and 11 minutes.
Jeez. Wasn't there one like this a while back? Like a couple weeks back? Is someone doing like longest cooking? I don't remember. I feel like we had another person who was just standing the whole time while cooking a bunch of food too, but that's still a long ass time. Don't get me wrong. Like,
doesn't say. I remember hearing the cooking thing.
Yeah.
Quote, I also decided to break this. Oh, wait. Bossy told Guinness World Records she aimed to, quote, put Nigerian cuisine on the map and to inspire young African women to chase their dreams. I also decided to break this record to truly push my limits and test my abilities. You know, shit. I ain't doing this.
Yeah.
I hate cooking for 2 hours.
I don't like cooking, so.
Ugh.
It's too much work.
Is David Rush... I'll just order my food.
Yeah,
is
honestly,
David Rush...
It works.
Yeah, no shit. Is David Rush responsible for this hell spawn of a poison ivy plant that is 68 feet tall?
No.
Correct. This is just growing naturally in Ontario. So yet again, fuck off Canada.
Someone's gonna fall on that, and then we're gonna have actual poison ivy supervillain happen.
68 foot. Ugh. That's a building, my guy.
Have you ever come into contact with poison ivy before?
No, worst itchy substance I ever came across. I thought it was cool to play in insulation.
Yeah,
Did not know there was fiberglass in there.
Fiberglass is definitely. When I worked at Jiffy Lube, we'd have like a fiberglass cloth. Didn't know it was a fiberglass cloth. Wiped my hands off with it. Very, very
fucking horrible.
Very itchy.
That is torture.
It's bad.
I just sit in a cold bathtub for like 3 hours for the itching to stop.
I didn't do that. I just was like, all right, whatever, I guess. Just dealt with it for a while.
I was like 8 at the time. My mom sat there and laughed at me for like every bit of the 2 hours.
Oh.
Fucking like in the bathroom. I was in my underwear.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the bathroom or in the bathtub in cold water, and she is laughing at me. Never did it again.
Yeah, well, I believe you learned your lesson, huh?
Oh my god, it was torture.
Yeah.
We were like wrestling around in it. Like we were pretending it was blankets. We would like crawl in between rolls. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible. Does David Rush have a massive Transformers collection that broke a record?
No, but I do want to see the new movie.
Oh, it looks good, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is not Mr. Rush. This is AJ Ard. With 5,150 pieces of Transformers memorabilia.
Damn.
In 2017, he had 1,313. In 2023, he has 5,150.
Just a little bit of a jump, huh?
Fucking A.
Do you own anything Transformers related?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not a single thing.
I don't either.
This guy has it all.
There. I just realized how old Transformers is, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It's old.
Yeah, 1984.
Thank you for that. It's older than me, so.
Yeah, my older brother grew up with that. Like, he has seen every single one on release day. That's just his jam. Big-ass bodybuilder, loves Transformers. Is David Rush involved in a mass wedding where 2,143 people got married? Or couples got married?
No, is this in Utah?
Realize if it was people,
Okay.
it's an odd number.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it's just people, then it's Utah. But no, I don't think it's him.
This is India.
No, that still makes sense.
Yeah. It lasted less than 6 hours.
That's shorter than some of the weddings I've been to.
Ugh.
Still, though, that is a long time. And I guess congrats to those people.
Fuck out of here. Here you go. You could have. Some of them got gifts, including jewelry, a mattress with bedding, kitchen utensils, a television, and a refrigerator.
That's what I'm gonna ask for when I get married. A mattress, yeah.
Let me break that fucker in.
Yeah.
Ask for that from the father-in-law. You won't.
All the couples have broken that in at that wedding.
Ugh. It's just like the wet dish sponge. Does David Resch? That's a different guy.
It's a different guy.
David Rush own a dog that has a record for putting coins in a piggy bank?
No, and this better not be a dog in Pennsylvania either.
Well, it is a Cocker Spaniel.
Oh.
However, it is in Scotland.
Okay. Feeling better about
He
this.
deposited 23 coins into a piggy bank in 1 minute.
I would not trust a dog to do that, I'm going to be honest.
How many times did you have to fish coins out of your dog's shit? How many times that fucking dog ate them coins?
My sister's dog eats the weirdest things ever, and we just see it in his poop. We've seen him eat, like, just in his poop. We haven't actually seen him eat it, or else we would have stopped it. I just want to clarify. Like Q-tips.
Look at this.
A dollar bill. Like, dogs will eat anything, and it's...
Ava loves to do anything art related. She'd leave crayons out.
Oh.
Gur would take the most wildest shits you have ever seen in your life. And you'd look in there and be like, how the fuck did a dog poop pink? She ate like 6 crayons.
Dog's turning into a Marine.
Oh my God, dude. That dog had no regrets.
Loved every second of it, too.
I mean, she did. We still have to hide like markers and shit.
The rainbow poop.
Dryer sheets. Dryer sheets are her thing. I'm like, that seems toxic. All right, we'll wrap this up. Fucking hour and a half.
Hey, we missed a week. All right, we gotta fill in the space.
That's true. Did David stop saying Resch?
Rush.
David Rush.
Rush. Yeah.
I'm thinking of David Koresh. Did David Rush help with an event where 685 people dressed as Spider-Man in one spot?
No, but I hope he did at the same time.
This is Malaysia, so no.
Oh.
The event, organized by Sony Pictures Malaysia and Aeon Mall, saw 685 people show up dressed as Spider-Man.
Okay.
This beats the previous record of 601 people in India in 2021. Wait a minute. December of 2021. We ain't scared of the COVID monkeys?
Nah, they're dressed as Spider-Man. Don't you know? Monkeys are afraid of spiders, right?
I fucking guess.
Oh,
Does David Resch have the dog with now the longest tongue? Keep this away from Pennsylvania.
No, he is not.
This is a dog in Louisiana who has a 5-inch tongue.
All right. See.
We thought surely she'd grow into it, but obviously she didn't. She still has an enormous tongue compared to her body, Sadie Williams told Guinness World Records. The couple said Zoe is popular with neighbors. What? Every now and then we'll take her on a walk. People will come up to her and pet her. We'll warn them ahead of time, hey, she's friendly, but she might slobber on you. And every now and then she will. And they'll have a big slobber mark on their black pants. Great quote.
Yeah. Congrats.
Fucking weirdo.
I'm gonna say it. I feel like dog owners are slowly becoming like the new cat owners.
Yeah.
It's getting bad.
They are just not fucking interesting in the slightest.
No. They used to be
they were always
cool.
kind of in that. Yeah. They used to be in that territory with like the people who replaced children with animals. Like those were always the weird ones. But now like the normal pet owners are getting kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's weird.
Man passes 80-pound weight from hand to hand 100 times in 21 seconds.
This is him.
This is him. I can't hide this one.
It's hard to hide.
He's 20, 40, and 60 pounds of this.
He's on his gym phase, you know. He's getting swole.
He's not though.
Yeah. Takes time. It
got.
takes time, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you also have to lift him as opposed to just hucking it from one hand to the other.
He's working out something, so yeah, sure. Well, you want to end it here? You got anything to plug?
Play Diablo.
Play Diablo. Also, don't drain your family's life savings by buying video game stuff. That's gonna be a story for next time. All right.
Don't fuck your dogs.
Do not fuck your dogs. Do not fuck trees, and don't go to gas stations naked. Right?
Don't. Just be fucking normal. What is wrong with you?
Also, learn the difference between fur and scales. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening. You guys have a good day, week, night, whatever. And, yeah, we should be back next week. We'll see. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye.